Hi everyone, welcome to Queen of Truth. Today we're going to talk about loyalty. Yeah. Loyalty is the ability to put others first. Loyalty, it is devotion to something. It is being devoted to something or someone. Being devoted to a cause. Loyalty is the ability to believe in someone, to trust in someone and stand by that person or by that thing. When you say you're loyal to someone, it means you cannot go against that person. It means you cannot stay where the person is being maltreated. It means you will stand by that person in all circumstances. We need to be loyal to our families. We need to be loyal to our friends. We need to be loyal to our significant other. Loyalty is being honest. Loyalty is being committed. Loyalty is trust. Trusting in your partner, trusting in your friend, trusting in your family. That is loyalty. Loyalty doesn't mean being abused. Loyalty does not mean being maltreated, staying where you are maltreated or where you are being ill-treated. Loyalty is knowing your boundaries, keeping that boundary. Loyalty is trusting in God, believing in Him no matter what happens, in all circumstances. If you're loyal to God, then you know that even when things go wrong, you should still be loyal to God. If things go wrong, you still get to be loyal to God. That is loyalty. You believe in Him, you have faith in Him, you trust in Him. In everything that happens, you believe in God. That is called loyalty. Are we loyal to God? Are we loyal to our families? Are we loyal to friends? Or do we just backstab them when they turn their back? Someone can pretend to be loyal to you just to get what you have, to eat from your table. But when you don't have, when you no longer have, they run away. They leave you, they desert you. Loyalty is the ability to denounce temptation. Loyalty is the ability not to desert someone in times of need. Loyalty is the ability not to betray someone. Loyalty is the ability to trust in God, believe in God. In whatever you do, you believe and trust in God. That is being loyal to God. If we are not loyal to God, can we now be loyal to friends, families? It is not possible. You have to be loyal to God before you can be loyal to anybody or anything. Loyalty is standing by someone even when they are being talked about behind their backs. You stand by that person. You don't pretend to be loyal to someone and then at the back you're doing the opposite. You don't pretend to be loyal to someone and then you see where they're maltreating the person, you stand there without saying a word. Loyalty means standing by the person, being with the person for who they are, not for what they have. If you're loyal to someone, you believe in their cause, you believe in their plans, you believe in their future. If you're loyal to someone, you don't, when things turn bad, you don't leave the person. If you're loyal to someone, when things go wrong, you stand by that person. You stay with that person. Because yes, you believe in that person. You believe that things will be fine. You advise the person, you talk to the person. That don't worry, all this will pass away. Because there is time for everything. There is time for everything. All these things happen for a reason. And when it happens, you have to believe and trust in God. Be loyal to God. Be loyal to friends and well-wishers. Trust in them. Believe in them. That things will eventually turn out for good. Even when things are bad, stand by them. Pray with them. Meditate with them. Let them believe, even when they're losing hope, that God is no more. Let them believe that God is still there. God works in a mysterious way, that God will stand by them, that God will do whatever he says he will do in their life. Things, not when things go wrong, you leave the person, you desert the person, you leave them. Why? Because things have gone south. Loyalty is staying with someone, is being steadfast, standing for a cause, believing in something and standing by it. That is called loyalty. You don't say you're loyal, and you don't say you're loyal when things are good, and when things are bad, you run away. You don't say you're loyal because of what you're getting. Then when you stop getting that thing, you change. You don't say you're loyal because of material purposes. You don't say you're loyal because of resources, what you get, what you stand to get. You don't say you're loyal because you're getting something from someone, or because you're eating food from someone's table. That's why you're loyal. Tomorrow, when there is no more of the food, when there is no more of the things you enjoy, what do? You find another mate, you find another partner, you look for another place. You cannot pretend loyalty. You cannot pretend loyalty. You cannot pretend to be loyal when you're not loyal. You are always there to stand in for that person, even when the person is there and when the person is not there. That is called loyalty. Standing for God. When you hear people talking about God in a bad way, you stand up and leave the environment immediately. You don't stay where God is being criticized. You don't stay where God is being talked about wrongly. That is being loyal to God. You're loyal to God, you stand by God. You stand by his words. You don't say you're loyal to God, and when things are not working out well for you, you start looking for another God. That is not done. If you're loyal to God, then stand. Stand still and see his salvation. Stand still and see the things that he will do. If you're loyal to God, then be loyal. How do we know someone is loyal? Being loyal to someone is being dedicated. Dedicating yourself for someone or to someone without having anything to change your mindset. Standing with someone in allegiance to a cause. Standing with God. Standing with what you believe in when it comes to God. Don't let anyone manipulate you into self-limiting beliefs. Being loyal to someone is having affection for someone, standing by that person against all odds, even in the highs and lows, you're by that person. That is being loyal. How do you know someone is loyal to you? They keep their promises. They are consistent in their words. They don't inflate you negatively. They don't leave you when you're in your lows. They're always by your side. They don't abuse you. They don't mistreat you. These are the things that makes you to know that someone is loyal to you. Are we loyal to God? Are we really loyal to God? Or do we just say it for saying sake or something? If you're loyal to God, you have to stand by God. If you're loyal to God, you have to believe in his every words. If you're loyal to God, you have to trust in him. Believe in his words. Because his words are A and amen. You believe in his words. You trust in him no matter what, against all odds. You believe and trust in him. You don't let the things that happens around you to make you deviate. You don't live the ways of God. If you're loyal to God, then you stand by God. You pray always. You meditate. You call on him. You call on your angels. You call on your gods. That shows that you're loyal to God. When you're loyal to God, God will deliver you from every problem that you see yourself in. God will help you come out of a ditch. God will help you come out of your problems, your trials and tribulations. He will help you. He will help you triumph over everything that comes around in your life. You don't say you're loyal to someone, tomorrow they say you're being loyal to another person. No, you're not loyal. You can only be loyal to a cause. Except the only thing that can dissolve your loyalty is when you're no more. You can't say you're loyal to someone and then you mistreat the person. You can't say you're loyal to someone, you abuse the person. You can't say you're loyal to someone, then you gossip behind the person's back. You can't say you're loyal to someone, you steal from the person. You can't say you're loyal to someone, you cheat the person. You can't say you're loyal to someone, then you do things that are not good to the person. You treat them negatively. You say you're loyal to them. I see people that say they love someone, but yet they do things to hurt the person. That is not being loyal. If you're loyal to someone, you don't maltreat the person. You don't hurt the person. You don't ill-treat the person. You don't treat the person in a wrong way. You don't gossip about the person. You don't talk about the person at the person's back wrongly. If you're loyal to someone, then you stand by that person. You be there for that person. You don't do anything that will trigger anger in that person. You don't do anything that will hurt the person. You don't cheat the person. You don't wrongly accuse the person. Because when you say you're loyal to someone, meaning that you trust the person, you believe in the person. So you can't say you're loyal to someone and then you do all these things against the person. You're not loyal. You're not. Forget that whatever you do to others is what comes to you. You maltreat others, someone else will maltreat you. You treat people bad, the way you treat others, that's what exactly will come to you. You cannot eat your cake and still have it. Loyalty is a spirit that you walk in and always operate in it. If you're loyal to God, then God will see you through in every problem you face. If you're loyal to God, then God will help you come out of every problems, every trials, every tribulation. If you're loyal to God, then He will help you get through your difficult times. He will help you get through your afflictions. He will help you get through your problems. If you're loyal to God, then He will deliver you. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anything remove the loyalty in you. Don't let anything remove the loyalty that has been built in you. Don't let bad times make you to be disloyal. If you're loyal, then be loyal. Don't let material wealth make you deviate. If you're loyal, be loyal. Don't let temptations make you stop being loyal. Always be steadfast in your worship to God. Always be steadfast in your praises to God. Always be steadfast in your prayers to God. Always be steadfast in worshiping God. Don't let anything make you derail from the ways of God. Always be loyal to a fault. Whatever that will make you not to be loyal, remove it. Anything that will tempt you not to be loyal, remove it. You're loyal today because there is material wealth. What about tomorrow when there is none? You run away. You stand by that person when it's good and when it's bad. If you're loyal to someone, then be loyal. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anything hinder you from being loyal. Don't remove every temptation that will make you not to be loyal to that cause or to that person or to God. You can't say you love someone and you hurt that person. That is being disloyal. If you're loyal to that person, you are committed to that person. If you're loyal to that person, you trust that person. If you're loyal to that person, you believe that person. If you're loyal to that person, then you don't abuse that person. You don't maltreat that person. You don't hurt that person. You don't make the person angry. You don't deplete the person's energy. You help the person. You help them achieve their goals. That is being loyal. If you're loyal to God, things will work out for you. If you're loyal to God, everything will be in alignment for you, because you always know the right time to do things. You always know when to pray. You always know when to meditate. You always know when to do this or that. And God will always see you through. God will always deliver you. God will always help you, because he knows that, yes, you're loyal. Jesus was loyal even to the point of death. He was loyal even to the point of death. They nailed him to the cross because he is loyal. He is loyal to God. He never stopped trusting in God. He never stopped believing. He knew that after this, there will be joy. When you're loyal to someone, you suffer with that person. When you're loyal to someone, you help that person rise. When you're loyal to someone, you stand by that person to climb that ladder, so that you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. There is no gain in building here, building here, building here. No. If you're here, be here. Build here. Make sure here is okay before going to another place. If you're loyal to a cause, you make sure you see that cause through. You make sure you complete that cause. You can't say you're loyal to someone, then tomorrow there is no material wealth you run. You leave that person to be loyal to another person. No, you're not loyal. You're not loyal. Because tomorrow, when it's no more for that person, you leave that person. You still leave the person to look for another person. And you think things will work out for you. Nothing will work out for you. Because you don't believe in the impossible of things. You don't believe that things will change for good for that person. You don't believe that there will be a time when that person will be laughing. You don't believe that there will be a time when that person will be happy again. You only believed in the things that mere eyes have seen. If you're loyal, then you must be spiritual. If you're loyal, you have to see through your spiritual eyes. See that, yes, it is not working out today. Tomorrow, don't worry, tomorrow it will work out. If you're loyal, you will learn to advise the person you're loyal to stand, that God will see them through, that God will see them through, that you will learn to tell the person that this situation is for a time, it will end, it will stop. That person, there will be a time that person will enjoy. You're not loyal for only good times. You should be loyal for good and bad times. You should be loyal in times of lack and want. You should be loyal even in the highs and lows of that person. If you're loyal to someone, you don't leave that person. You don't leave that person on the road in the middle of nowhere. You're loyal to someone, you don't leave them when they are depressed. Or don't leave them when they are in the middle of nowhere. You don't leave them stranded. If you're loyal to someone, you stand by that person. You be there for that person. You love that person for who they are, not for what they have. God works in a mysterious way. You never know, you never can tell. There's a way God does these things. Nobody knows it. No one knows it. So it's high time you start believing, even if you don't have loyalty for God, even if you don't trust in God, even if you don't always trust in God. It is high time you start believing in Him. It is high time you start praying to Him. It is high time you start trusting in Him, believing that His words are A and Amen, that nothing is impossible through Him. Always be loyal to friends, to families, to loved ones, to God. That way, everything will work out for good. Everything will work out for good. If this word blessed you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, okay? I love you.